It's not making sense with the Tommy Ghost Origins series. Why? Because you don't remember I kept saying you're gonna have to wrap this thing up, Raising Kanan, in 4 episodes and show us how they met. Tommy and Ghost met Kanan and Breeze. This is not gonna. This is y'all. There's no way it's gonna make sense. So this is the cast of Power Origins. I like Spence Moore II. He played he was in Creed 3. He played the young what was his name? The young Damien. I like him. Okay? Sasha Penn is writing. This is not gonna make sense, y'all. It really isn't. There's no way you're gonna tell me this is gonna make sense. So let's go here. Let's run this back.
Power fans who want to see Ghost and Tommy together again, gather around, because in Power Origins, we will watch the journey from Ghost and Tommy meeting each other to becoming 2 of the most important drug dealers in Queens, and in this video, I will tell you their entire story. Get ready, because we are entering an era where we will learn everything we did not know about the Power universe. First of all, I want to say that Power Origins will directly take place after the Raising Kanan finale. For this reason, the story will begin after Kanan and Breeze take over Queens. So what kind of story will come to us after Raising Kanan? Let's take a detailed look. First of all, in the final season of Raising Kanan, you can be sure that Kanan will find and kill Snaps and Pop, the real killers of Fame and Crystal, and the person who will most likely help him with this revenge mission will be his new partner, Breeze. I do not think any of you will be surprised that Breeze will turn in Snaps and Pop. Because as you know, in the Power universe, if there is something more important than family ties, it is loyalty, and Breeze may prefer Kanan, who will help him rise over Snaps and Pop, who could suppress him. Besides that, we may of course also see the end of Rock and Unique. I know most of you think Rock will not die, because in the original Power series, Kanan said he would visit his mother after getting out of prison, but remember, Kanan might have gone to visit his mother's grave. For this reason, since the most powerful people in Queens will be Kanan and Breeze in Power Origins, Rock and Unique will also have to die. And another name we will probably see in Power Origins...
Okay, so you're saying Unique comes back? Because Unique left town. How old is this video? This was 4 months ago? Okay, so this is 4 months ago. Okay, nonetheless. Okay, 4 months ago. All right, let's go play
because
it out.
As you know, in the original Power series, Ghost was very nervous when he heard and saw Jukebox. For this reason, we will see how dangerous Jukebox really is in Power Origins. All right, now let's come to which people these 2 young men who took over the crime world of Queens will recruit to their side. I am sure you know as well as your name that these people are Tommy and Ghost, but what about their origin stories? Let me tell you. First, let's start with our immortal Tommy Egan, who will be played by Charlie Mann. He will try to hold on to life with his drug addict and manipulative mother, Kate Egan, who will be played by Jennifer Farren. But you can imagine how difficult a childhood Tommy will have. We will see him struggling with countless difficulties, from his father who abandoned him at birth to risking his life on the streets to bring drugs to his mother. And one day in Queens, when he is bullied just because he is white, someone will come to protect him, and that person will be James St. Patrick, played by Spence Moore II. Now let's talk a bit about James's childhood. Unlike Tommy, he will have a very happy childhood with his father. He will be so impressed by his father's nightclub that he will dream of opening his own club one day. Besides his father, we will see him having a great time with his Uncle Gabe and his unstable grandmother, Charlene, who will be played by Tanya Pinkins. But one day, after his father reports drug dealers to the police, those drug dealers will kill him. And at this point, we will see James's life fall apart, but fortunately, Tommy's mother, Kate, who becomes his new family, will open her home to him, and we will see James growing up with Tommy in that house. Of course, the fact that Tommy is already a drug dealer will influence James, and the duo will gradually rise and become important young dealers in Queens, and at this point, we will see Kanan and Breeze pulling these 2 young men they see on the street corners into their crew. Especially Breeze will be so impressed by James that he will give him the nickname Ghost because...
Okay, once again, this video was made 4 months ago. Let me show you. I'm going to show you how they're going to backtrack, and like you said, retcon a whole bunch of shit, a whole bunch of plot holes from the OG Power series.
He can escape from the police without being noticed. Honestly, I am already dying to see this legendary scene. Of course, while Kanan and Breeze teach Tommy and Ghost the intricacies of the business, their relationship will be really good. They will act like big brothers. But when it comes to Ghost rising, I think we will see Ghost plotting behind both Kanan's and Breeze's backs in the very first season of Power Origins, and at this point we might even see Ghost killing Breeze while he is watching TV at home, and Ghost sending Kanan to prison at a moment he never expected.
Okay, now let me ask y'all, because you guys have watched Power more than I do. What was Ghost's motivation to kill Breeze and set up Kanan? So it seems to me that Ghost has no real moral compass, no loyalty. He doesn't adhere to the game. So for you Power acolytes, what was Ghost's motivation for killing Breeze? What was his motivation? What's the motivation? So let's see. She got up to speed. This is in April.
Power fans gather around because there are amazing updates from Power Origins, which will be the most exciting spinoff ever, where we will watch the birth of that legendary partnership between Tommy and Ghost that began in Queens, and I cannot wait to tell you all about it. How did Tommy and Ghost meet? How will Kanan and Breeze be involved in the story? Who are the iconic characters we will see in the series? Let's take a look together at what we will see in Power Origins. First of all, we need to briefly talk about what might happen in the finale of Raising Kanan. Because, as you know, Tommy and Ghost entering this dark world happens thanks to Kanan and Breeze. In season 5, which will be the final season of
I'm almost guaranteeing you it's going to be no payoff. So you can't show Ghost and Tommy killing Breeze. You can't show it in the final season Raising Kanan. You can't. The only way you can end Raising Kanan to make it make sense for the Power Origins is to last episode. Kanan and Breeze are a little older, and they meet Tommy and Ghost. There's no way you can have him kill off Breeze, and it's just going to be a nothing burger. This series finale. But okay, let's continue.
Raising Kanan. Things will literally explode and Queens will turn into a full-on war zone. As you know, Kanan had stood up to Rock in the season 4 finale, and it looks difficult for Kanan to reunite with his mother again. For this reason, we will watch Kanan partnering up with Unique and Breeze. However, in the finale of the series...
How if Unique left town? Unique left town. So you're saying Unique comes back? For what? Now, let me show y'all how big of these plot holes are, because some of y'all be like, I don't know what I'm talking about. Okay, you're right. I don't know what I'm talking about. Let me. Where is it at? Where's it at? Nope. Let's go here. Listen. You doing too much, kiddo. Let me see. Why did Ghost kill Breeze? Ghost killed Breeze because Breeze was blocking his ambition to expand the drug organization and eventually go legitimate. Ghost viewed Breeze as a bad dude whose dangerous and comfortable habits would get them all killed, forcing Ghost to act when Breeze refused to change his mind. So Ghost wanted to build an empire and transition into legitimate businesses, whereas Breeze was reportedly satisfied with the status quo and reluctant to evolve. Ghost explained to Tariq that Breeze was a liability who would have eventually gotten him killed on the streets due to his unpredictable and aggressive methods. Okay. So then some Reddit posts suggest Kanan may have manipulated the situation, steering Ghost to eliminate Breeze so that Kanan could maintain control and influence over the crew. Ghost loved Breeze like a brother, but felt like he had no choice, later using the same ambition to establish his legitimate... Okay. So then why did Ghost... Okay, so let's go here. Why did Ghost set up Kanan? So let's go here. Ghost set up Kanan to go to prison because he wanted to take over the drug organization, eliminate Kanan's reckless leadership, and pursue his dream of going legitimate to build a legal business empire. Okay. By planting guns and drugs and having an anonymous tip sent to police, Ghost and Tasha successfully orchestrated Kanan's arrest and incarceration. This allowed Ghost to seize control of the drug operation and eventually pivot toward a legitimate career as a nightclub owner and politician. Ghost could have left town and did this anywhere he wanted to. But you know what? I'll suspend disbelief. I'll suspend my disbelief. Yeah, why do Power fans justify Ghost backdooring Kanan so much? Because it speaks for itself. Look how effed up Kanan is in OG Power. Look how rich Ghost and Tommy got with him out of the way. Kanan said it himself that they did way more without him than with him. He just wanted queens. Ghost and Tommy took New York and had it for a long time. The only thing I agree with Tasha is on that Ghost should have killed Kanan to save himself the trouble later on. Okay. So in this lore, Kanan caught his first body at 16 over another man's girl. Now, in Raising Kanan, who was Kanan's first body again? Okay, who was Kanan's first murder? Who did he first kill? He killed Buck 20. So in Power Book 3, Raising Kanan, Kanan Stark's first on-screen murder was an associate named Buck 20. But in the OG series, he killed somebody over another man's woman. Okay. Ghost fanboys justify everything he does is pathetic. I agree, man. Okay. Now, let me get to what I wanted to show you guys. This is how they're painting themselves in. Get off. Lay there. Let me show you guys how they're painting themselves into a corner. I have already. These plot holes are so big you can drive a Mack truck through it. Hold on. Let's go here. You ready? Once again, plot hole after plot hole after plot hole. But come on.
You acting like you so surprised, man. Why wouldn't you want to take out the boss? It's the same shit you did to Breeze.
I did it. From working the corner for Breeze and Kanan, it brought us here.
Why would Roller do it?
Same reason two former corner boys looked Breeze in the face and shot him in the fucking head.
A friend of mine, Breeze, used to live here. What happened to him? He got shot in this room.
Tell me about everything you've ever done, Dad. Start with Breeze.
I didn't want to kill Breeze. He was a brother to me. He was family to me.
So many plot holes with this. But y'all got it, man. Y'all got it. Y'all, listen, no disrespect. Y'all don't know good writing. You have no idea what good writing is.